You say you want to change your life. You say you want discipline, focus, consistency, success. But every single day, you participate in the exact habits destroying all of it. And the strangest part is, part of you enjoys it. Not consciously, of course. You hate the guilt. You hate wasting time. You hate watching other people move forward while your own life feels stuck in the same loop. But if you are honest with yourself, there is something comforting about being unproductive, something safe about it. Because productivity sounds exciting in theory until it becomes real, until it demands effort, discomfort, responsibility. Think about what your life probably looks like right now. You wake up with good intentions. Today will be different. Today you will finally lock in. Today you will become the person you keep imagining in your head. But before you even get out of bed, your hand reaches for your phone automatically. One notification becomes 5 minutes. 5 minutes becomes 40. And before the day even starts, your mind already feels scattered. So you tell yourself, I'll start later. Later comes, and somehow you still avoid the thing you promised yourself you would do. Instead, you consume. Scroll endlessly. Make mental plans about the person you want to become while doing absolutely nothing to become them. And weirdly, part of you feels relieved while doing it. That relief is the key to everything, because most people think procrastination is about laziness. It's not. It's emotional protection. Your brain is constantly searching for the fastest possible way to escape discomfort. And meaningful work is uncomfortable. Real work forces you to face uncertainty, effort, failure, judgment, the possibility that maybe you are not as talented as you hoped. Your brain sees all of that as danger, so it offers you something easier, distraction. And distraction works perfectly. The moment you open social media or a game, your brain gets rewarded instantly. A small hit of dopamine, a tiny chemical reward, relief. For a moment, the pressure disappears, the anxiety disappears, the self-doubt disappears, the responsibility disappears. And your brain quietly learns something dangerous. Avoidance feels good. That is why unproductive habits become addictive. Not because they truly satisfy you, but because they temporarily remove pain. And over time, your mind starts building an entire comfort system around avoidance. You begin craving distractions not because you deeply enjoy them, but because they help you escape yourself. That is why people can spend hours scrolling through meaningless content and still feel emotionally empty afterward. The dopamine was real, but the fulfillment was fake. Your brain received stimulation without progress, pleasure without meaning, entertainment without growth. And eventually that becomes your normal. You stop chasing growth. You start chasing relief. But there is another layer to this that most people never realize. Sometimes being unproductive protects your identity, because as long as you never fully try, you never fully fail. This is why some people stay trapped in planning forever. They dream, research, visualize, prepare, but never move. Because action is terrifying. Action turns fantasy into reality, and reality can disappoint you. As long as the dream stays inside your mind, it stays perfect, untouched, safe, unlimited. But the moment you truly try, you risk discovering limits, weaknesses, imperfection. So the brain delays. Not because you are lazy, because your mind is trying to protect the version of yourself you secretly want to believe in. That is why productivity can feel emotionally threatening, and this is also why procrastination can feel weirdly peaceful. For a moment, you are free from pressure. No expectations, no risk, no possibility of failure, just comfort. But comfort has a hidden cost, because every day you avoid your life, your future quietly gets heavier. The work does not disappear. The anxiety does not disappear. The regret definitely does not disappear. It waits for you. and slowly your brain begins associating productivity with stress and distraction with safety. That is when avoidance stops being a habit and starts becoming an identity. You become the person who always says, "I'll start tomorrow," but tomorrow never really comes. Because the problem was never time. The problem was emotional escape. And modern life makes this even worse. Your phone understands your brain better than you do. Every app is designed to hijack your attention instantly. Bright colors, infinite scrolling, notifications, short videos, tiny dopamine machines living in your pocket. Your brain does not stand a chance against that environment when it is already searching for comfort, which is why discipline is not just about willpower, it is about awareness. You have to realize that your brain is not always trying to make you successful. Sometimes it is just trying to make you comfortable, and comfort can quietly destroy your life. Now, here's the important part. You should not hate yourself for this. Most people do. They call themselves lazy, weak, pathetic. But shame usually makes procrastination worse, because when you feel bad about yourself, your brain wants relief even more, which leads you right back into distraction again. The cycle repeats. You are not broken, your brain simply learned that avoidance feels safer than effort, and patterns that are learned can be changed. But only when you stop romanticizing comfort, only when you realize that every distraction is costing you a version of yourself that could have existed. A stronger version, a calmer version, a disciplined version. The version that actually follows through, because the truth is, nobody accidentally builds a meaningful life. Meaningful lives are built through discomfort, through repetition, through boring days, through action taken even when emotions say no. That is the part nobody wants to hear. You are probably never going to feel fully ready. You are probably never going to wake up magically motivated every morning. But if you can learn to act even while uncomfortable, everything changes. Because the moment your brain realizes discomfort is survivable, it slowly stops fearing it. And that is when productivity stops feeling painful. That is when discipline becomes identity. So no, you do not secretly enjoy wasting your life. You secretly enjoy escaping the emotions that meaningful work creates. But the life you want is hidden inside those emotions, inside the uncertainty, inside the effort, inside the discomfort you keep avoiding. And the moment you stop running from that discomfort, you finally stop running from your future. If this video helped you understand yourself a little better, make sure to like and subscribe.